Quarterbacks, star quarterbacks, are like beautiful women. They just are. And if you've ever been in a relationship with a beautiful woman, she has to know that you know she's beautiful, she's special at most all times, right? Because there's a certain, you've ever heard the expression, every time you see a beautiful woman, there's a guy who's tired of, yeah, you ever heard that one? Okay. And I think that's where it is with quarterbacks, where with quarterbacks, you would think they're the most secure individuals on the planet. All eyes are on them in the huddle. All eyes are on them before and after games and the interviews. What they say represents the entire franchise and maybe moreover, the entire city or state in which they play. It's true. Ask anybody who lives in Indiana and they'll say because of Peyton Manning, more than the Colts, because of Peyton Manning, the city of Indianapolis has become a much more football-centric city than traditionally a basketball-centric city. It's because of Peyton Manning. He was, if not the best in the conversation, the best quarterback for a decade in the NFL. They won a Super Bowl, went to another Super Bowl. He was the face of the league on the commercials and the face of the franchise, essentially the face of the city and the face a little bit of the state, especially when the Pacers were like they are now. Okay? So I think what you have to understand is we believe that the people who should be the most secure are the most secure. But the fact is that they're actually incredibly insecure. Matter of fact, we almost all are as people. The funniest people are the most insecure people, and the people who appear to have the most confidence can also be the most insecure people. Right? And that's just the reality of it. They have to be told through actions and words that they're special. And that's where the Packers screwed it up. Packers didn't do anything wrong drafting Jordan Love. They had Aaron Rodgers under contract. The out in his contract looks like it's at the end of next year, which is about the time that Jordan Love will be assumed to be ready if he's in fact good enough. There weren't any other high-level wide receivers at that point in time that graded out in the first-round grade, and they're not going to select in the top 10 to take one of these elite quarterbacks in the future. So with that in mind, they got a guy they can stash, hopefully grow, mature, and whenever Aaron Rodgers bids adieu, they have a guy who can step in and play, knows the system, and has grown up kind of in the system, and can be an Aaron Rodgers light. That's the plan. There's nothing wrong with that. But not communicating that plan or their feelings or giving the love and affirmation almost immediately after winning the championship game. Like the Packers read the tea leaves wrong, wanted to restructure, and he wanted an extension. They should have known right away. And the fact is that even when your intentions are good, with a beautiful woman, with an incredible quarterback, they can be misconstrued because those people always have their antennas up. When you're a beautiful woman, I've worked with several, and I used to joke with one of them and said, man, what we should do is do a TV show of just cameras all over your body so you get what people say and how they react and how they look at you. You don't even know it. But the truth is they do. They can feel it, right? They can feel it. There's always creepy guy. There's try to be funny guy. There's uncomfortably hitting on you guy, right? They have their antennas up for people who are simply into them because of the way they look or their presence or their persona. Quarterbacks are much the same way. They're beautiful, talented, intelligent creatures, and yet they're a little bit insecure, and they need to be told and shown how special they are at all possible occasions. Otherwise, they want to move on. That's the way it works, right? And it really isn't just for beautiful women, because most every woman is beautiful in some part of their soul or of their body or whatever. But the more somebody has been told how incredible they are for as often as they've been told, the more it actually plants levels of insecurity. Don't get me wrong. Ugly dudes, ugly women have insecurities too, maybe even more so. But they don't have their antennas up the way that quarterbacks do. This is Brian Gutekunst, who's the general manager of the Packers, speaking to the media last night.
He's our quarterback. He's our leader. We've been working through this for, a little while now. And, I just think it may take some time, but, he's the guy that kind of makes this thing go. So he gives us the best chance to win, and we're going to work towards that end.
Do you think Aaron's ever going to play again for you guys? How can you convince him to come back and play for you after he seems to be, at least if the reports are accurate, that he has no interest in doing that?
Yeah, I'm not going to speak for Aaron, obviously, but no, I think obviously we've got a really good team, and I do think he'll play for us again. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to work towards that, and we've been working towards that on a number of different fronts.
Is there any scenario that you can see trading Aaron Rodgers this offseason?
No, Ryan, I appreciate the question, but no, we're not going to trade Aaron Rodgers.
There you go. And this is kind of a line drawn in the sand in the most polite way possible. Look, we're going to try to fix this thing on multiple fronts. We're trying to adjust. They're essentially kind of going to therapy to fix what maybe inevitably feels like a divorce, but can we keep it together for the kids to get through school? What the Packers are going through is what every guy will go through if you don't spend that extra special little amount of attention needed so your significant other feels secure, safe, adored, loved, etc. Quarterbacks are just like beautiful women. They have talent. They know they have talent. They know they are special. They have insecurities and want affirmation for all of their talent. But at the end of the day, you are literally a bust. There is another one that'll come around in 15 minutes. And if you want to hold on for as long as you want to hold on, you got to make them feel special. This is Greg Jennings talking on The Herd about Aaron's fractured relationship.
He's in a relationship, and it's a relationship that has been fractured. And anytime you are in a relationship, you know the needs and what's necessary to repair that relationship. Well, I believe Aaron Rodgers was trying to really fill out the Packers and understand and make his feelings felt and see what they were going to do. Are you going to give me the wants that I want versus the need that I understand that the organization desires and may need? What are you going to address my wants?
Well, the question is, what are those outside of just money?